I'm starting to think I've bitten off more than I can chew. This was supposed to be a nice easy landscaping job, but nothing happens at the Cranky Pat without at least a few fairy visits. So here I am in the middle of summer, trying to extend my garden while fending off heat stroke. My plan is to extend the timber edging, but there's some bloody heavy rocks in the way. So the first job of the day is to move those heavy bastards. And of course I took the sensible option and waited until it was nice and cool outside. Ha, just kidding. I did it in the heat of the day, like a chump. They weren't exactly small rocks either, and the worst part is I was only moving them a couple of metres, so instead of putting all my stats into strength, I should have gone for a bit of wisdom and rolled the thing. Apparently I'm one of those cavemen that never thought of a wheel. I did learn the lesson eventually, but by that stage I was already seeing stars, so a bit of a cool-off was warranted. My timber edging is going to go all the way along this string line, but I had a big old maple in the way, so they got a haircut first, which let me get onto my favourite task of digging a trench. Oh wait. That was my least favourite task. Conveniently, I had a terrace to fill in, which meant I could dump my dirt somewhere, and then wouldn't you know it, but I had another visit. Well, bugger. Because I found my irrigation line, and not in the good way, so I took the opportunity to add an extra sprinkler. And as far as the Minister of Interior knows, I meant to do that. The main piece of work was trying to get this timber into place, and clever old me was trying to install level timber into a very not level yard. A fact that the foreman was not pleased about. Oh, and did I mention the dirt is like concrete? So well done to past me for digging that out. Also bird. With the last fairy visit sorted, I managed to get the sprinkler system going again and could get back into laying this timber. And did so much hammering. At each end I put in a length of rebar to hold it all in place. I also booked a mulcher to take care of two birds with one stone. It'll turn my big pile of green waste into something useful. Now on to the next fairy visit. You see, when I measured this project out, it was going to be 4 lengths, plus a little bit. That's the 4th length I'm installing there, and that's the little bit. And the two should meet perfectly, but apparently I can't use a tape measure. How does that old saying go? Oh yeah, measure once, cut twice. The next job is to smooth out the lawn with a load of dirt. And for this job, the tipper trolley was worth its weight in gold. I reckon I did about 24 laps of the house carrying either sand, dirt or mulch. Let me know if you want some details. I smoothed out the uneven patches along with a rake. Then I got to spread my seed. Then the foreman told me to stop being a child. So with a couple of plants whacked in the ground, I got to show off my expertise with an engine. Or perhaps a lack thereof, because I spent 5 minutes trying to start the thing with the fuel line turned off. Better not quit my day job, I guess. So with the mulching machine functional, I could move on to removing a shame pile. And given that my considerable pile only turned into 4 trolley loads, I went hunting for some more mulching material. Found some, then got it all nicely spread out in the evening. But it needed a few decorative touches. A bird bath in some of those big boulders from earlier, and a couple of weeks of grass growing. And a reminder, here's where we started, and here's where we are now, with only 4 fairy visits. If you'd like to see more of my renovation projects, here's one I think you'll enjoy. Although beware, the fairy wasn't kind to me.